think it went very well.
He rambled.
See what a scam this is?
He hurled insults.
A judge that should be disbarred. This is a judge that should be out of office.
But we expected that. But I will not be bullied. I will not be harassed. This case will go on. We look forward to hearing the testimony of Ivanka Trump on Wednesday. Justice will prevail.
Oh, that's gotta hurt!
Incoherent rambling? Insults? No, that doesn't sound like the former cult leader we all know.
They had no idea. They had no idea what the numbers were when they said $18 million for Mar-a-Lago.
The numbers don't lie.
Donald Trump campaigned in 2015 and 2016 over doing things like this. He told everybody, I'm the guy that can fix the code because I'm the one that knows every loophole, and I've been taking advantage of them. So we all knew this was happening. To the Mar-a-Lago point, and down the street, there's this $53 million home, but it is a private home, whereas Mar-a-Lago is registered, and for good reason, because it's a club where you can go and party and you can stay as an income-producing club, which is taxed and treated differently. This also isn't the appraisal of just the county commissioner or whatever. This is what the Trump organization said it was worth. In 2020, they self-reported that it was worth $27 million. And now he's going around screaming that they're framing him.
Another week means another peek into the circus that is Donald Trump's trial in New York City, starring his band of lawyers that Mike Pence once accurately described before bowing out of maybe the saddest presidential campaign of all time.
The president specifically asked me, and his gaggle of crackpot lawyers asked me,
I'm not here to hear what he has to say. Then why exactly am I being paid as an attorney?
I mean, are you getting paid though? It is Donald Trump after all. Anyway, amidst the incoherent back and forth, I wanted to highlight the response from New York City Attorney General, a response that is bound to have the Mar-a-Lago walls lathered in ketchup soon enough. Where she outlined the goings-on from within the courtroom that kind of contradict Donald Trump's rather optimistic outlook outside of it.
This is I think it's a very sad day for America. But anyway, this is a case that should have never been brought, and it's a case that should be immediately dismissed. Days and days and weeks, and it goes on, and then you look at the outside world and what's happening. But of course, they're getting their wish because I don't have to be here for the most part, but I sort of do have to be here because I want to be here because it's a scam. And this is a case that should have never been brought, and it's a case that now should be dismissed.
The defendant and the Trump organization. He rambled. He hurled insults, but we expected that. At the end of the day, the documentary evidence demonstrated that, in fact, he falsely inflated his assets to basically enrich himself and his family. He continued to persistently engage in fraud. The numbers don't lie. And Mr. Trump obviously can engage in all of these distractions, and that is exactly what he did, what he committed on the stand today, engaging in distractions and engaging in name calling. But I will not be bullied. I will not be harassed. This case will go on. We look forward to hearing the testimony of Ivanka Trump on Wednesday, and then we plan on closing our case. And then there'll be some motions on Thursday, and then the defense will present their case in chief. Justice will prevail, and it's important that all of you understand that we have already been victorious in our motion for summary judgment, and now we look forward to disgorgement and to the remaining counts in our action against Donald Trump and his repeated and consistent fraud against the citizens of the great state of New York.
But the thing is, this is the most important point. This case is already wrapped up. He has already been found liable for fraud. These theatrics are just to further enhance the victim narrative that the MAGA faithful will eat up.
I was going to come out and say that, as you know, we're not entitled to a jury, which is pretty unusual in the United States of America, so we think it's very unfair that I don't have a jury, But
it seemed that she forgot, or just, I don't know what happened, to check the box saying that they wanted a jury trial. And then Donald Trump is complaining to the cameras and on Truth Social that it is un-American to have a trial without a jury when his own crackpot team asked for that.
Because Trump and his lawyers know that his most loyal followers don't care if he's found guilty time and time again.
Never surrender to the tyranny.
What is Trump doing here on this shirt?
This is his mugshot.
Gotcha. So that was taken when he surrendered to authorities to have his picture taken.
Huh?
It will not, nor will it ever, change their view of him, because that is how cults work. I mean, take this weekend in Florida as a prime example, where Chris Christie was booed for simply outlining the obvious, that they're allergic to the truth.
Your anger against the truth is reprehensible.
Well, there you go.
Preach it, brother.
Presidential
Preach
candidate
it.
Chris Christie over the weekend responding to the boos and jeers from pro-Trump crowd at the GOP Freedom Summit.
The Freedom Summit. They call it the Freedom Summit. You've got a guy at the Freedom Summit. You got a guy that they're praising in Donald Trump that has talked about terminating the Constitution. A guy who is saying he's going to arrest people just because he wants to arrest them. Said he's going to arrest General Mark Milley.
He loves the J6 choir.
Says he's going to arrest Ty Cobb, his former attorney, just because. The Freedom Summit, those people are jokes. Every one of them that booed are jokes.
And no amount of indictments or charges or facts will skew their outlook. And as I said, his lawyers know this. Hell, he knows this. He's outlined it in the past.
My people are so smart. And you know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible. No, they say, Trump, we love you too, man. Trump's voters are by far, I'm at 68, 69%. I'm at 90% total. Like, will you stay? Absolutely. I think it's 68 or 69%. Will you most likely stay? That gets into the 90s. Other guys are like at 10. A guy like Jeb Bush, he has nobody, but he's like they don't have people. They have nothing. Rubio, soft. They're all soft. My people stay. By the way, Cruz, soft.
So what you can expect as this circus goes on is even more victimhood, pouting, and a clear lack of comprehension on how courts actually work.
You have a right to hire a lawyer who can stand up and say something when they see something wrong. But I was told to sit down today. I was yelled at, and I've had a judge who is unhinged slamming a table. Let me be very clear. I don't tolerate that in my life. I'm not going to tolerate it here.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that judges can do this as they please.
But I will not be bullied. Justice will prevail.
Hey, Meidas Mighty. Love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram @MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.